The Planning and Development Authority of Grenada, PDA, is enforcing regulations to curb illegal, disorderly, and unauthorized development in several locations throughout the state of Grenada. The authority is concerned that structures mainly associated with vending The Planning and Development Authority of Grenada, PDA, is enforcing regulations to curb illegal, disorderly, and unauthorized development in several locations throughout the state of Grenada. The authority is concerned that structures mainly associated with vending are negatively impacting the environment, has undesirable public health and sanitation consequences, present obstructions to vehicle and pedestrian traffic, can become projectiles during adverse weather conditions, and generally affect the aesthetics of the nation. The PDA will work along with stakeholder ministries and institutions to effect the demolition, removal, and disposal of structures which fall in the category of illegal and disorderly development, commencing January 2024. In this regard, persons who vend in or occupy such illegal structures are advised to secure their personal belongings and have the structures removed ahead of the planned PDA demolition operations. These actions of the PDA have become necessary to safeguard and protect public health and the environment, ensure the safety and well-being of all citizens and visitors, discourage any future disorderly construction, and encourage compliance to regulations pertaining to physical development in the state of Grenada. This is a message from the Planning and Development Authority of Grenada.
Your vehicle insurance should never break your bank. With Beacon, you can get up to 35% off your fully comprehensive car insurance and still get full protection from unexpected damages with free loss of use, windscreen cover, and special perils. When it comes to your insurance, always be sure you settle for more. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt and get a quote today.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin Diapers, New Bright Laundry Detergent, Allegra Pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only. All right, and of course we want to welcome everyone to another Mikey Live program. My name is Mikey Hutchinson, and we are coming to you live from the Spice Isle of the Caribbean. Kinda. All right. Of course, this is what we call news discussed, not told. You'll see a little difference in the setting tonight. Of course. So just bear with me for tonight. All right. Good. So we want to say hello to the folks out there who are in Trinidad and Tobago, Carriacou, Pinamondic, other parts of the Eastern Caribbean. Of course, those of you who are tuned in the United States, Canada. Of course, we have given the opportunity to the Canadians now to view us via YouTube. Again, situation has not been resolved between Facebook and the government of Canada. Hopefully, they'll do that soon so that they'll allow us as media entities to be able to broadcast to viewers out there in Canada. One of our biggest or largest following, in fact, comes from the people of Canada. Anyway, big up to the people who are joining us for the first time. We welcome you here, whatever reason that you're here for the first time. We hope that you continue to come back. And of course, those of you who are always on the program. We call you the usual suspects. Well, big up to you. Big up to the people who are always here. You never miss a beat. You never miss a program. So we are happy that you're here. So let's see what's making the headlines for tonight. What we can tell you is that the 3 Grenadians who were caught in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, you know, that situation has really hurt our country. They have been ordered deported. All right, so there will be the proceedings will happen and then sent back to Grenada. All right, they say as soon as possible. We have not gotten confirmation that they are already here, but we have gotten the news out of the court that happened this morning. Paradise FC International officially crowned the Premier League champions. Of course, this is good news. So we're going to talk about that. Also on the weekend, what there was the national championships, and St. David's reigned supreme. All right, we're going to talk about that as well. What else we have to tell you? Cops make $184 million drug bust in Trinidad and Tobago. This is huge. What else we have to tell you? Remember the other day I was suggesting that Grenada consider implementing some sort of gun amnesty. All right? Because I think we are at the point where this needs to happen as a matter of urgency. But here's what. St. Vincent and the Grenadines have heard, and so they have implemented their own gun amnesty program. We'll talk to you about that in a moment. And of course, we earlier in the month of in the year told you about the Ministry of Agriculture getting involved in artificial insemination. We're going to talk to you about that. Of course, we have an update where that is concerned. And of course, we have other things on the business to talk to you about. So brace yourself. This is Mikey Live. We call it news discussed, not told. Of course, we do not have a horse in the race, so we are obligated to telling you as it is. All right, folks. So we're taking a quick break, and when we come back, it could be real news in all your Lily Lolo. We will be back shortly. All right, brace yourselves. Remember that someone sharing tonight's program will receive some free credit. Compliments Digicel. We've been doing that. And of course, that lucky person might just be you. We'll be back.
Excuse me, miss. What's that ding-ding noise?
Oh, that's customers collecting points from a frequent shopper program.
Okay.
Each time you shop with your frequent shopper card, you earn points, which can be redeemed for future discounts on purchases. Seems like you don't have one.
Nope.
You can sign up today and start collecting your points.
Your daily reward from the Quartz Ready Cash Money Tree. Every customer is a winner with every loan of $3,000 or more from Quartz Ready Cash. Plus, you get to enter to win a weekend for 2 at Sandals. No deposit, no collateral needed. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit your nearest Quartz or Ready Cash location today or apply online at www.quartz.com. Get more for 2024 with Quartz Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
Infinite Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
All right, and again, I'd like to encourage you to bear with me a little tonight. Our setting is a little different. I'm not in our regular studio, so we are not. I do not have a teleprompter with me today. I'm sorry for that. So from time to time, you'll see me kind of like bending down my head because I have to read from a device. Okay, so please forgive me for that. Okay, so. First things first, let's talk about this. Now, the Royal Grenada Police Force, they said that they would like to notify the general public that there will be blank ammunition training, and that is going to be happening soon. And not the typical ammunition training, all right? There's also going to be the use of explosives, as they've described it. All right, I think we're back now. I apologize for that. All right. So as I was saying, so the Royal, I do not know at what point in time we went off. So I'm going to say it again that the Royal Grenada Police Force, they are notifying the general public that there will be blank ammunition training and the use of explosives, and that will be happening at River Antoine St. Patrick, and it's going to be going from tomorrow, that is Tuesday 5th, to Friday, that is the 8th. All right, the public, in particular residents of the River Antoine and surrounding areas, you are advised to exercise extreme caution should use of the surrounding areas be an absolute necessity. So in other words, they're asking that if you don't have to, then please do not go in those areas. You know what I mean? Stay clear of where, you know, the training is happening. They say that the training is important. The training is necessary. So please be guided accordingly. Tonight, again, we are hearing that the men who have been Lud. So these men have had, well, not men. Let's go, before we go to the men, let's talk about this one first, right? So the young man who escaped, who evaded police custody, is still at large. And that's according to members of the Royal Grenada Police Force. And so they are still asking for your assistance in finding him. You hear me? And so they are offering $5,000. Yo, okay? So the police say that they're offering $5,000 to anyone who provides information which leads to the recapture of Livon Date. Now, I know that we told you that before, but the police wants us to keep telling you about this, all right? And so we are telling you again, that's our civic duty. Okay, people? So they are saying anyone who can give them information, just give them information that leads to his recapture. You're getting $5,000 just so. And there's a lot of things in Grenada that $5,000 can do for you. You understand? So his alias, his nickname is Magic, and he's only 33 years old, of Griffith Lane, Grenville, St. Andrew. He was charged for capital murder, and that's in connection with the death of Wayne Smart. Now, according to police, he escaped police custody while attending Grenville Magistrates Court since on the 21st of February, and he is still at large. Okay, anyone seeing Livon Date or has any information about his whereabouts, you are kindly please asked to contact the Grenville Police Station, and the number for the Grenville Police Station, that's 442-7224. You can also call St. George's CID police station, that was CID 4403921. And 911 probably is the easiest number that you can remember. That's the emergency line. And there is what we call a hotline, or what the police call a hotline. I ain't saying we. Yeah, I mean, leave me out of that. All right. So there is a line that the police use. They call it the hotline. And that number is 4441958. Now, let me tell you how the hotline works. You call. You don't need to give your name. You just give your information. Hey, I know where XYZ is. You understand? Bam, and you put on your phone. You tell them where it is, and they put on the phone. No questions asked. Yeah, I mean, they just act on the tip that you have given. Ting, 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 ting. That's it. So that's what they call. That's what they call the hotline, and you can call that number. All right. They say that date may be armed and dangerous and should be approached with caution. If you feel the need to approach him for whatever reason, I don't know. You understand? And so that's the police asking for your help in locating this man. So here's this one now. Let's deal with the second matter. The escapees, the escaped prisoners. You understand? They are ordered deported. In other words, soon, if not already, they will be back in Grenada. As a magistrate out there today ordered all 3 men who are now fugitives, or who were fugitives in fact, and suspected of killing 2 U.S. citizens back to Grenada. You understand? Ron Mitchell, on your screen, 30 years old. Trevon Roberts, on your screen, 25 years old. And Atiba Stanisclaus, on your screen, 23 years old. All of Paradise in St. Andrew. You understand? You would remember the stories that speaks of the charges that they were facing. And the fact that they escaped the South St. George police station. Mere hours later, found themselves on them people's yacht. Hijacked the yacht. Allegedly. All right? The owners and occupants of the yacht are still missing. And feared dead. Ralph Hendry and Kathy Brandel. You understand? Are still missing and presumed dead. We've heard from their families. We've heard from all the news agencies in the world. You know what I mean? It's an exaggeration, but you know what I'm talking about. News agencies I've never heard about before, I've never seen before. I see having articles about Grenada and what's going on in Grenada, and they are now creating a new, what I call it, narrative about crime against tourists in the Caribbean. And I said, imagine a headline, crime against tourists in the Caribbean, and then you see Grenada starring. I'm not making it up. You all go and read up. Go and read for all yourself. You understand? Not a good look for us. We go bounce back, you know. You know, I spoke to several news agencies, and my point is, if there are 3 notorious criminals in Grenada who have created a serious problem, according to the police and the reports that the police would have given, if they are now behind bars, now in the hands of law enforcement, then Grenada is safer today than it was when they were out. So, if you ask me, and I say that with a straight face, Grenada is a safer place today than it was 2 weeks ago. So tourists, anybody and everybody who wishes to come to Grenada to enjoy what we have here as a people, as a nation, as a country, feel free. You understand? We safe. We safe. Safer now than before. And I said, I'll talk to the Ministry of Tourism because we had to start a campaign. Yeah, anyway, let leader talk. You agree with me, right? I mean, it's not rocket science. You understand? It's not a rocket science. If you have 10 bad apples in a basket and you remove 3, you can't tell me the apples, the basket, you know, the bad apples increase, it decreases. You understand? You cannot tell me that the basket of apples is worse off than it did when it had all 10 bad apples. You know what I mean? Like, that's simple logic, man. So I'm going to talk, oh, you think about Grenada? Oh, surely more. Grenada nice, we safe. You understand? Anyway, lately that talk day. Looking down again, I don't have a teleprompter tonight. I tell all you, all the way on the other side of the world. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to make things, we make shifts like a studio here, you know what I mean? Next thing that we have to tell all you it's been a rough season for all the teams. Paradise FC International continues to prove themselves. You know? Like LeBron proved himself. LeBron break internet. 2 people break internet this weekend. LeBron James and Rihanna. Anyway, lady that talked. Some people say Rihanna pregnant. Again, I don't believe all you. Lie. She went and she performed at the richest person in India's. They had a pre-wedding event, you know. So she went and she sing and things. They costume Rihanna. They say she can't dance and she can't. Anyway, girl makes she money. They criticize how much money she did it. She did it for, I think, what, 9 million? They say she broke. She had rent to pay. Okay, I think, but people jetted. So Rihanna started on the weekend. LeBron James started on the weekend. He got to 40,000 points. Goal, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, Sam? And he's the only person who's gotten there in history. But he's been playing long too. And then greedy doesn't pass the ball. So that's not a good stat if you ask me. It's tainted with selfishness, as some may say, including me. So anyway, Paradise FC International. Let's talk about them now. Nobody go take the shine right now. So now the 2023-2024 Grenada Football Association GFA Premier League's season, it came to an exciting conclusion on Sunday with Paradise FC International being crowned league champions after a dramatic 3-3 draw against Montreal. You understand? Now the final match day of the season featured intense battles of positioning in the league table, and the top teams looked to end their campaign on a high. You know what I mean? Well, Paradise FC shine. They shone in one of the most anticipated games of the season, the Queen's Park Derby. All right, saw Queen's Park Rangers defeat rivals FC Cameron, 4th place, 2-0. Securing 2nd place in the league for Queen's Park Rangers, while FCC finished 5th. Now, the defending champs at Hurricane SC held on to 3rd place after beating South Spartans 3-1 away at Victoria Park. Now, there was also late drama at the Cuthbert Peters Park at St. John's, as the St. John's Sports came from behind to clinch a 3-2 victory against Hard Rock, ended the season in 6th and 7th position respectively. Now, the title winners, Paradise FC International, finished with 41 points after their entertaining 3-3 draw with Mount Rich at Plains. Now, they ended 4 points clear of 2nd place Queen's Park Rangers to be crowned the league champions. You understand? So, it says it's been an incredible season, and I'm so proud of what this team has achieved. All right. Now, that's the coach, Jake Rennie. You know, he's been speaking about the win. And, of course, he said that, you know, the win for the Paradise FC International is an inspiration even for the younger players.
Jake, it's been a long season. First of all, give me your thoughts on the season.
Well, I think it was a hectic season, a pretty tough one for us, knowing that we had to deal with players coming up from work late and having to go Hermitage for some training session, sometimes training Paradise on the weekend because of no lights. So it's been difficult and a challenge for us, but I just wanted to kudos to the players who was committed and was there to put out the hard work, make it a little easier during the game. So kudos to the players, and also to the fans who came out every time and helped us, and to the executive and members of the Paradise executive. So it was a hard season. I mean, we only lost one game thus far, and I think it was hectic, but at the end, you know, the victory was sweet because through hard work, you win, and after this hard work and you win, then we are enjoy it. So at the end of the day, it was a lovely season. We enjoyed it.
And in regards to the club itself, how does regaining the Premier League title, what does that do for the club?
Well, it's a big booster for the club, knowing that we had lost it last year and coming back and regaining it, putting in the hard work. I think this makes us very happy and very proud of Booster, and that at the end of the day, it will motivate the younger ones who are in the academies and who are playing for the youth team to want to play for the senior team and be a part of the victory as well. So it's a big booster for us.
And finally, looking ahead to next season.
Well, to be honest, we already started thinking about the next season since we know we had won the Premier League before the last game. So we start putting things in place for the next season. We start working with the youth teams because we've seen a little decline in the amount of youths from Paradise that making national teams. So we start putting things in place to elevate our youths to be at the top level. So as I said, we already start preparing for the next season.
Just give me your thoughts on the season.
On the season, from the start to the end, it was a good go. We take every training session serious. Make sure we go out there and do the work.
And in terms of your own personal development, how has the season been for you?
Well, for me, it was on and off for me because I had a little injury. It came on now, so I'm back on the pitch now.
Yes, I big up to all yourself, boy. All right. I think it was last week we were talking about, or even last week, even the week before that, coming back, of the relevance at this time. The fact that it will make sense to implement some sort of gun amnesty program in Grenada to arrest the gun-related or the increase in gun-related crimes that we are seeing. You see, we have to implement as many strategies as possible. It might just be one, but there are probably many more that we can take. But we need to do something now. Well, we have not heard anything from our authorities here regarding this. However, the folks from St. Vincent and the Grenadines are taking this. They are taking note of this and understanding the importance of this. You understand? And coming out of St. Vincent, we are hearing that the gun amnesty program has commenced. It's called the National Firearms Amnesty, the NFA 2024. Now, the NFA is an initiative by the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines in conjunction with the Royal St. Vincent and the Grenadines Police Station, the RSVGPF. So I want to style me up on the RSVGPF. All right. Now, the amnesty, listen to this. The amnesty seeks to remove illegal or illicit firearms from off the streets and from the hands of criminals and would-be criminals. The objective of the program is to improve safety and security of our citizens and visitors. The amnesty is a no questions asked. They say, listen to this. The amnesty is a no, I don't block back in, all right, good. It is a no questions asked and no prosecution initiative. I don't think I even need to read more. Do I need to read more? What more? I don't think you can incentivize this thing any better. If I, as a would-be criminal, if I, as a criminal, carrying that burden of having a firearm in my possession, that makes me wonder that if I get caught with that firearm, it can land me behind bars for many, many, many years. If I am being told, as a criminal, that if I surrender this firearm, I just walk into the police station and I say, officers, look, no questions asked, no prosecution. What I want again? Like seriously, what I want again? Partners, hey, I'm gonna call all my friends. Yeah, I said I'm gonna call my bedjin. I'm gonna call all my bedjin and them and say, fellas, yeah, what again? No prosecution, no questions asked. So that means we're just gonna drop the gun on the table, boy. We're dropping the gun on the table, boy. And that means the burden that we carried for so long of having this firearm in our possession will be no more. Of course. If I know, as a criminal, that my rival gang men, like my rival gang bedjin, well, enemies, former bedjin, because enemies, you'll be shocked to know that they've been friends, that they have surrendered their firearms. That's an incentive for me to surrender mine. Because now he don't have, so I don't need. That's what I'm telling you. It is not rocket science. Maybe somebody from St. Vincent look at we program from the government and when we were explaining the importance of this, but we just be the last to do things. Somebody else had to do it before us. Somebody else had to endorse it before us. What else? This is all you need. This is all you need. And so I do not know why we're moonwalking on the business. Right now is the good time for Grenada. And I'm saying this again to our authorities. It is the ideal time for us to implement a program like this. No questions asked. You understand? No prosecution. Just bring in the guns. Drop it on the table. Okay? So, folks, this is what St. Vincent and the Grenadines have done. You understand? Persons who hand over, and let me go forward. They say that the persons who hand over their illegal guns during the specific period will not be prosecuted or questioned about the firearms. It is not a buyback initiative either. No one will be paid for handing over an illegal firearm. So they're putting that out there too. Nobody's going to be paid for it, just bringing the business. In addition to the police, persons can hand over the illegal firearms to a minister of religion, head teacher, justice of the peace, parliamentarians or politicians, lawyers or solicitors, or any authorized firearms dealer. Together, we can make St. Vincent and the Grenadines safer. Hand over your illegal firearms today, or encourage someone who you know has a firearm or ammunition in their possession to do so. The amnesty will run for 92 days. It will end on May 31st, 2024. Somebody click that news story and put it on the business for us to see. Always like to follow people. We could have do that already and be the people that others follow. No, I'm going to make it look like we're following people. But this is brilliant. All right, so they have implemented that. In fact, they say when your neighbor house is on fire, you wet yours. And we have heard of gun-related crimes not only increasing in Grenada, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Trinidad and Tobago. St. Lucia is also feeling the brunt of that as well. We have even had reports of Barbados having a problem with that too. And so the government of St. Lucia, they are dealing with even school children, playing a mass, youth in St. Lucia. You understand? Inflicting serious wounds. I mean, so everybody, all of us in the Caribbean, we have our own bit to deal with. I think I had check this out. Listen to what this woman is saying with regards to this violence and so on, even among youth, even in schools.
Over recent months, St. Lucia has witnessed a noticeable uptick in youth gang violence. In her capacity as a government senator and CARICOM impacts communicator focused on the economic fallout of crime and violence in Caribbean nations, Senator Lisa Joai confronts the harsh reality of numerous young lives lost to violence across the island. She underscores the social and economic repercussions stemming from the surge in violence, shedding light on the broader impact on St. Lucia.
The effects of that we have observed result in more crime and violence being perpetuated because some of these young children grow up without a father figure in the home. And sometimes we believe that giving the resources to the police, sometimes the public thinks that giving the resources to the police would be sufficient, but it really requires an all-encompassing approach for us to tackle crime.
The senator notes that many young men have undergone a significant mental shift after witnessing the loss of family members or friends, contributing to an ongoing cycle of revenge and escalating crime. Joai advocates for sustained support from psychosocial groups to help break this cycle and reduce violence on the island.
We want to encourage more civil society groups to continue to play their role in providing psychosocial support. I know some of these children would get some support from counselors, especially in the schools, but the Minister, Honorable Sean Edward, did come forward some time ago and say that, his ministry is playing his part as it relates to trying to curb crime and violence in the school.
Senator Lisa Joai also addresses the economic implications of this surge in crime.
When you look at the whole picture, the economic impact on the country will result in significant blows to our health sector because, of course, you have to increase your resources to the emergency room, you have to increase your resources to first responders, and it already puts a possible strain on the efforts of the first responders.
In 2024, St. Lucia has already recorded 20 homicides, underscoring the urgency of addressing and mitigating the escalating violence within the community. Attorney Ferdinand, NBC Prime.
All right, when your neighbor's house on fire, wet yours. I've got a good story for you. Of course, again, we at the beginning of the year told you what our focus would be, particularly in food security, and of course, by extension, focusing on things that are implemented and been done by the Ministry of Agriculture. So we've been telling you about the artificial insemination program that the ministry was spearheading. Now, the Ministry of Agriculture, Lands, Forestry, Resources has achieved notable success through its artificial insemination program, marked by several reported instances of successful pregnancies among cattle farmers. Now, this program, they say, an integral part of the ministry's food security enhancement project, was initiated back in 2023 in October. Now, as part of the initiative, 1,100 semen straws were sourced from Red Duck Farms in the United States, introducing a new breed of cattle with the aim, and that aim was of improving the island's breeding stock and elevating the overall quality of cattle on the island. So, who we'll be hearing from next? Let me see. We'll be hearing from the Chief Veterinary and Livestock Officer, that's Dr. Kimond Cummings. He explained the insemination process, highlighting the positive outcomes achieved through the forward-thinking agriculture approach. All right. So here is Cummings speaking about that.
Doing what you call a estrus synchronization. So the normal reproductive cycle of the cattle is 21 days. And what we would have done is short cycle, get up to 10 days. So we start day 0, 7, and 10, and at day 10 we would inseminate. We'd have brought in about 1,100 straws, right? And the criteria for each farmer was, not, out of the norm criteria. It's just basically the farmers are registered, they're able to tend to the animals, and from the ministry end, we wanted to ensure that we had that commitment from the farmers that they're willing to take care of the animals, and we were able to go ahead and provide the services to them. For this board.
Okay, and I guess as much the question everyone would be asking is, what difference, or what are the differences that the new breed of cattle can make on the market? Because we can talk all we want about this thing, about this new idea and but an interesting point it would be, well, what difference can it make?
For this bull, if I remember, he has been selected for very low butt weight, which is a plus for us. It means that there would be very little butting difficulties. I remember his weight as a yearling. I think he was about 1132, which is good weight for him. Overall, he produces very, very good carcass quality. Which, within, maybe a next year or two, we expect to see some good quality carcasses on the market.
Oh, okay. Cool. So here's what now. Animal Health Assistant Frankie Buckmeyer oversees the responsibility of the insemination process, and he speaks now about this as well.
So the breed we're doing is the Santa Gertrudis. It's a really, really nice breed of cattle. Big. The containment is very, very good. Like adaptation to our condition and stuff is very, very good. It's a well adaptable cattle. Before, we had the Red Pole, the Jersey, and the Frisian. This time around, we are doing the Santa Gertrudis.
Mixing the breed and changing it around would be a very nice thing for us. One, we'll get bigger cattle. Two, we'll get more weight in less time. So that is a real plus for me as an animal miner. I think it will make a big difference because once you get bigger cattle with more weight, that means more money for me. And maybe the thing about it, I might not keep a bull like 2-3 years again to reach like 700-800 pounds. You might keep a bull a year and a half, and you could get almost 1,100.
All right. So yes. So you heard from a representative, and now you heard from one of the farmers who says that they understand what that can mean for them as a farmer. So we're gonna have better bulls in Grenada, better cattle, better meat at a faster rate, better quality, and of course, everything nice. I saw there's a story that was trending in Trinidad and Tobago. All right, I grayed on the loose. I wonder if I had a picture of this. I wonder. All right, anyway, so check this out, right? Police get you. High grade Colombian marijuana valued at more than $165 million and more than 19 million in cocaine was seized by a multi-agency intelligence-led police exercise in Cedros yesterday. And ask them how many persons were arrested, all right, from that operation. I cannot suspect. I'm like, something no song there right to the business. But anyway, you hear money, boy? You understand? They say you have some Spanish-speaking people. They say bales of marijuana strain. Yeah, that's that. What they call hydro creepy. They say they don't know ting. They say some of the men they were able to escape because ting because the terrain and da. Don't let me leave that talk there. But anyway, a whole heap of drugs they say was seized. You understand? So I know about tonight somebody can't sleep. Major drug bust. So I haven't heard about a major drug bust in Grenada in a while. Yeah, I don't know. Unless we shifted our focus. We shifted up focus from the marijuana, from the drugs into something else. I don't know, into guns. I don't know. Anyway, folks, I see that we've exhausted quite a bit of time on the program, and I just want to drink some water on the business. I'll big up Delvin, boy. Big up Delvin, big up Kenny, big up the family. Yeah, Mike and Mikey and the crew. All right. We're coming back shortly. Let me just drink some water on the program. All right, and then we're going to come back. And don't forget, when we come back, any other matters that we might have gotten while we on the program, anything that people send us, we'll probably look through it and be able to share that with you. All right, so we're taking a quick break and come back. All right, and of course, too, when we come back, we will also have the weather for you. So, stay put, stay right there. We'll be back.
The Planning and Development Authority of Grenada, PDA, is enforcing regulations to curb illegal, disorderly, and unauthorized development in several locations throughout the state of Grenada. The authority is concerned that structures mainly associated with vending are negatively impacting the environment, has undesirable public health and sanitation consequences, present obstructions to vehicle and pedestrian traffic, can become projectiles during adverse weather conditions, and generally affect the aesthetics of the nation. The PDA will work along with stakeholder ministries and institutions to effect the demolition, removal, and disposal of structures which fall in the category of illegal and disorderly development, commencing January 2024. In this regard, persons who vend in or occupy such illegal structures are advised to secure their personal belongings and have the structures removed ahead of the planned PDA demolition operations. These actions of the PDA have become necessary to safeguard and protect public health and the environment. ensure the safety and well-being of all citizens and visitors, discourage any future disorderly construction, and encourage compliance to regulations pertaining to physical development in the state of Grenada. This is a message from the Planning and Development Authority of Grenada.
Your vehicle insurance should never break your bank. With Beacon, you can get up to 35% off your fully comprehensive car insurance and still get full protection from unexpected damages with free loss of use, windscreen cover, and special perils. When it comes to your insurance, always be sure you settle for more. Call us at 440-4447 or log on to beacon.co.tt and get a quote today.
Affordable quality products delivered to you via Superb Service. We are Superb Distributors, wholesalers and authorized agents for trusted products you know and love, like Rika Juices, Pure Heaven products, Bibbin diapers, New Bright laundry detergent, Allegra pasta, and more.
Contact Superb Distributors at 435-2948 for superb quality and service.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen, Guess, and Klein, and G-Shock, all at the best prices in Grenada. We also buy scrap gold and offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit our brand new remodeled store or call us on telephone number 414-3114, 232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Excuse me, miss. What's that ding-ding noise?
Oh, that's customers collecting points from a frequent shopper program.
Okay.
Each time you shop with your frequent shopper card, you earn points, which can be redeemed for future discounts on purchases. Seems like you don't have one.
Nope.
You can sign up today and start collecting your points.
Anywhere at any time and have it delivered to you right here in Grenada at yogo.gd.
Pick your daily reward from the Quartz Ready Cash Money Tree. Every customer is a winner with every loan of $3,000 or more from Quartz Ready Cash. Plus, you get to enter to win a weekend for two at Sandals. No deposit, no collateral needed. All you need is your ID, proof of address, payslip, job letter, and 2 references. Visit your nearest Quartz or Ready Cash location today or apply online at www.quartz.com. Get more for 2024 with Quartz Ready Cash. We are ready when you are. Conditions apply.
Contractors and Machinery. We are your one-stop engineering and consultancy company with experience locally, regionally, and internationally. We provide excavation services and engineering consultancy, construction of residential and commercial structures, civil works such as drainage, retaining walls, roads, concrete patio services, paving services, concrete driveway services, remodeling and renovation, painting services, styling services, and so much more. Ask about our rental services of excavators, heavy equipment, metal formwork, and steel prop. Contact us today via telephone number 537-9675 or email infinitecontractors19@gmail.com.
Ever wonder how water goes from its natural source to coming out of our tap crystal clear and safe to drink? Well, let me introduce you to Grenada's National Water and Sewage Authority. They are the water wizards behind it all. A whopping 95% of all water comes from surface sources. This water might look muddy now, but wait until you see the transformation. First, they add a non-toxic chemical to the water. This brings particles together, forming clumps in a process called coagulation. Next, a gentle stir helps the particles come together. This is called flocculation. Gravity does its thing and the clumps settle to the bottom. This is sedimentation. Then the water is passed through a bed of sand. This filtration removes up to 95% of bacteria. See the difference? Now our water is clear and nearly bacteria free. Lastly, chlorine is added for disinfection, killing any remaining bacteria and making the water safe to drink. And that, my friends, is how Nawasa brings pure, refreshing water from their surface sources to our pipes, our wash pan, our buckets, whatever you think about.
This advertisement is the first in a series showcasing Nawasa's operations. Stay tuned for more in-depth insights into our services and initiatives.
Plug into Digicel Plus and get even more entertainment with Disney Plus included. The best of Disney, Pixar, Marvel, Star Wars, and National Geographic all in one place. Whenever you want, plug into Plus to enjoy Disney Plus and much more with a home fiber bundle. Sign up today. Digicel Plus.
All right, and of course, right now we have the weather for you, and of course, that's submitted by the Met Office. We can tell you that the weather is expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy with light to moderate showers. Tonight's minimum temperature 24 degrees Celsius. Now, winds east northeasterly to easterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting higher with showers. Seas moderate with waves 5 to 7 feet in northeasterly swells, and a small craft advisory remains in effect. Please be guided accordingly. Now, taking a look at the weather for Tuesday in Grenada, what we can tell you is that the weather is expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy with light to moderate morning showers becoming mostly fair by evening. Now, the temperature for tomorrow, max temperature 30.5 degrees Celsius and a minimum 24.5 degrees Celsius. Winds easterly to east-southeasterly at 10 to 20 miles per hour, gusting higher with showers. And the seas moderate with waves 5 to 7 feet in northeasterly to easterly swells. Warning again, a small craft advisory will be in effect for tomorrow. All right, we have to say again, big up to the people, boy. Big up to all the people who are currently locked in on YouTube. So all our YouTube viewers, we see that our audience is growing on YouTube, and that's what we want. We want our YouTube audience to keep on growing because, of course, you know, YouTube been behaving like Facebook. Suzanne, Celine, Hugh, Laverne, Catherine, Glenora, Celine, and all the usual people who are on the Mikey Live platform on YouTube. We want to say big up to you. We appreciate you being there all the time. All right, Anne-Marie Olive is there with us as well. So big up to you, Anne-Marie. Bertrand is there. And of course, there are a lot of people who are on YouTube who we are not sure that they are there, but you are. We want to say thank you for being there, and may God bless you and your family. All right. Also, we'd like to say big up to my mom and Linton and the rest of the family. And those of you who are also on Facebook, let me go over to Facebook. Let me see who is there on Facebook as well. I know that without even seeing, I could safely say that Java and the sharing committee, they're always there. Of course, they've taken it upon themselves to make sure that people are always viewing the program. So, you know, they make sure that they tell people, you know, join the business, you know, tune into the business. So Patty, I see that you're there. Kathleen, I see that you're there. Michelle, Stephanie, I see that you're there as well. Shomin, B. Harry, I see that you're there as well. Big up to the entire B. Harry family. Who else is with there? Is there? Well, I see Jova now. Kirin is there with us. Where's Shirin, by the way? Since Zuckerberg do it thing, you know. Ansha, how are you doing today? Blessings to you. Who else? Hazel, Adorna, Michelle, Jacinta, Stephanie again, Bernadette, Monet. Hey, what's going on, Monet? She calls me Sir Mikey, and I feel good. And I've done you how to fake it before you make it. All right. Yvonne Mackenzie, Celine is there as well. Gretel, hi Gretel, how are you doing? How are the people up so that side of the island? Blessings to you. All right. Diana, I see that you're there as well. Kathleen, you shared already. I see that Shaman is saying that I share. So make sure all share the thing, you know, do like the Chinese share. You know what I mean? So Virginia, blessings to you and the family. Vicky, I see that you're there as well. So big up yourself, Vicky. All right. And so folks, I'm looking forward to being back with you again tomorrow, God's willing. So stay in good health. You understand? We don't want nothing happen to all. Let's stay in good health and things like that. And yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow, God's willing. Same time, same place. All right, take care, guys. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, ja, no. Blessings flow, blessings flow, blessings flow. Again, take all the time. Make sure you share the business. And I'll see you guys tomorrow, God's willing. Take care.